Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're jumping into something really fascinating: how a brilliant idea, born in a university lab, makes the incredible journey to become a real-world product, or even a whole company that could change all our lives. So, picture this. You're a researcher. You've just had that aha moment, that big breakthrough. It's an amazing feeling, right? But now what? Seriously, what's the next step? How does that brilliant idea get out of the lab and actually make a difference in the world? That's the big question we're going to tackle today.
Well, the answer is a process called technology transfer. You can think of it as the essential bridge that connects pure academic research to real, tangible impact. It's the engine that creates new products, sparks new companies, and ultimately delivers new solutions for all of us.
Now, you might be thinking this sounds kind of messy or random, but it's not at all. It's actually a pretty structured journey, a pipeline with really clear stages. So let's walk through that journey, step by step, to see how an invention gets from A to Z. Okay, here's the roadmap. It all kicks off with step 1, the invention disclosure. That's just a formal way of saying a researcher tells their university's Technology Transfer Office, or TTO, about their idea. Then the TTO evaluates it. Is it new? Is there a market for it? If it looks promising, they move to protect it, usually with a patent. After that, it's all about finding the right company to partner with, hammering out a deal, and then managing that relationship to make sure the tech actually gets out there and succeeds.
Right at the very heart of this whole process is a single crucial document, the license agreement. This is it. This is the legal foundation where all the talks and plans come together. It basically defines the entire relationship between the university that owns the idea and the company that's going to bring it to life.
And one of the very first, and you could argue most important decisions that has to be made is this one right here. Is the license going to be exclusive or non-exclusive? Believe me, the answer to this question changes everything for the future of that technology. So what's the difference? Well, it's all about strategy. A non-exclusive license is great when you want lots of people to use a technology. Think of like a basic piece of software that can be used everywhere. But for a startup, an exclusive license is almost always a must-have. And why is that? Because they need to go to investors and say, look, we are the only ones with this. We have a protected space to build our business and get a return on all this money we're asking you to invest. It's absolutely critical. But here's where it gets really clever. Exclusive doesn't have to mean exclusive for everything. A university can grant an exclusive license for just a specific application, or what's called a field of use. So, for example, one company could get the exclusive rights to use a new algorithm for medical imaging, while the university is totally free to license that exact same algorithm to a different company for something like self-driving cars. It's a really powerful way to get the most impact out of a single invention. So, beyond just exclusivity, the agreement has a few other key parts. You've got the scope, which spells out exactly what intellectual property, or IP, is included and where in the world it can be used. Then there are the financials, everything from upfront cash to a percentage of future sales called royalties. And this next one is super important: performance milestones. This makes sure a company can't just license a great idea and then let it sit on a shelf. They have to actively work to develop it.
But you have to remember, this isn't just about a bunch of legal terms on a page. It's a negotiation. And it's a negotiation between two groups that come to the table with, well, very different goals and very different pressures. Let's take a look at their points of view.
I mean, the contrast here is pretty stark, isn't it? The university is playing the long game. They're driven by their public mission, they want to see the research help people and get a fair return to fund more research. They're careful, they're methodical. The startup, on the other hand, is in a flat-out sprint for survival. They need a clear runway to build a product, they need terms that don't burn through their cash, and they needed this deal signed like yesterday. So with these totally different priorities, you've got to wonder, how does the deal ever actually get made? The key is to completely shift the mindset. This isn't about one side trying to win a battle. It's about two partners coming together to build something successful for the long haul. And that, right there, is the ultimate goal. This quote just nails the whole spirit of a good tech transfer deal. It's about finding that sweet spot, that perfect balance where both the university and the startup look at the agreement and feel like, okay, the risks are manageable and we're both totally motivated to make this thing a huge success. So from that first little spark of an idea all the way to a signed deal, that's the journey of university tech transfer. It's the framework that helps turn incredible research into innovation that can genuinely change the world. So the only question left is your next idea ready to take that journey?